Good morning, my friends. Welcome again to another episode of Frustration to Freedom. I am Bill Morrow, your guide on the way to success. This is where we're all going, and closer is what we are getting to our destination. Today we have episode 63, Reaching Your Goal. Well, at this stage, reaching your goal is a little bit of intangible. And when I talk, as I did yesterday, about people, I'm talking men and women, businessmen, men and women who are starting in business, and also those who are striving to make achievements for their the business and also for retirement. All of those things come into the whole scope of what we're doing. So it's not just I talk at men, I'm talking men, women, youngsters, whatever, those who want to start and get into action now. This process is for everyone. And now we've got to the stage where reaching your goal is the whole process. And with this, the big thing we know now is persistence. If you try and do something and you fail or you don't quite meet it, well, then you've got to go back and have another go. And because we know this system works, because we know the goal we're after, these things are working. We've got the millionaires to prove it is working. But we have got to have the confidence to know that we are on the right path. That it's not a case of, oh, they could do it, but oh, they've got lots of money, or they've got more skill, more memory, they've been doing it longer. Wrong. All of that is wrong. Everything we've been going through now, there will be times when you lapse back into the negative feeling and thought. Don't do it. Get rid of that, because you know by now that you are on the correct route. You are on the correct journey, the correct path. It's all here. And all you've got to do is to dedicate. Be persistent in what you're doing. Put the effort in. And that in itself induces faith in you, that you are doing the correct thing. That you are doing the correct thing to get to your objective. And that's where faith comes into it. Then you trust yourself to be able to achieve these things. You know now they are all achievable. They have been achieved by hundreds of people. Hundreds of people. Persist. And over the years, since 1937, when Napoleon Hill wrote this book, I'd say thousands and thousands of people have read these books, read this information, and persisted in what they're doing. And the people following behind him who've rewritten the book so many times. We've gone through a few of them, and there's a few more to come. All coming from the same basic principles that he thought of, found from querying all those men and women. 500 business men and women he queried and got their answers to what it was. Persistence is one of the key factors, and we're going through those key factors, and by the time we have finished with them, you should fully understand what they're all about. But reaching your goal is the biggest thing. In fact, you keep changing your goals, because remember, we put down targets, and we have a target which is achievable, and then you reach that target, and then you go for next one, and you keep getting to the targets that are achievable. And this is your, I was going to say your target, your goal, yes, this is what you're doing and this is what you want. To make the process work, to be persistent in what you're doing, belief, faith, dedication, persistence, all of these positive things come to your success. And that is what we're after. And we've said it before, and again we say, on the way to your success, help others to do the things that you find easy to do. So by going into the usual thing is when you're writing your emails, comment on the things that you're achieving that offer help for the others to do exactly the same. And when you're in your Facebook, you're talking to various people there who are like-minded people. Tell them of your successes, tell them what you're doing, and offer them help in the same vein. And that's it. And by doing this, people will offer you help as well. And that's the way progress is made. So thinking all the time, your goal is there, and you're picturing all the time. Remember, we're still talking and we're still telling our subconscious that we have already reached. We are already receiving. I am receiving 10,000 per week. I'm earning 10,000 per week. I've got the system working and it's earning me 10,000 a week. Now I'm going forward for 10,000 per day. Unbelievable some months ago, but now it's believable and achievable. And that is the factor that you have got to get back into your subconscious, that all of these things that we're talking about are achievable targets, achievable goals. And each time you reach one of your goals, you have many of them, each time you reach the goal, we then make the next one. And remember, action, the people are defined, the winners are defined by the people who take action straight away. Not dither about, remember the technical terms? The people who take their action straight away, and then they make adjustments as they go along to achieve their goals. So you emulate, you copy, you do what these achievers are doing, and you become persistent all the time. And it's dedication to what you're doing to achieve your target. Think about that, my friends. It is well worth thinking about. See you tomorrow.